My champions, you're wondering why your serve is always going out, your serve is always going long, and you just can't seem to get that serve down into the block. Stay tuned, I'm going to help you today. Giving you 3 tips today to help you get your serve in the block and to stop serving your serve out long, okay? The first one, guys, is very, very basic. What's happening is you're basically punching the ball with your hand, and the reason being your grip is wrong, okay? If you're not using continental grip, you won't be able to bring the ball down. So this is a very big problem for beginners. What they're doing is they're just punching the ball like this, and that ball will keep flying long. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is fix your grip immediately before we can start getting your serve in. Let's move on to tip number 2. So now that you've fixed your grip and you've gone from the forehand grip to the continental grip, now we can start looking at the next problem. Some players, they have the right grip, but they're still hitting the ball out long. Why? See if you can spot it. Okay, the ball toss is wrong. So either the ball toss is fine, but they're letting the ball drop too low, close to them. So you can see what happens if the ball toss is too low, or I'm letting it drop. Look at my strings facing up, and I have to serve up, the ball's going to go long, okay? Or the ball toss is just way too low, and the same thing will happen, okay? So if your ball toss is correct, guys, make sure you don't wait too long. If I wait too long and now it's on me, I'm going to serve like that. So you want to, if this is the ball toss and it's going up, just before it starts coming down, you already want to hit it. So you want to hit it at its highest point, okay? So it will look something like this. Now, okay, so I'm not waiting for the ball to come too close to me. I'm reaching out and I'm going to get it. Then you can serve down. More often than not, that serve is going to go in the higher you contact, okay? Why will the serve go in if I contact higher? Because you can imagine if I take the camera now, and the higher I lift the camera, the bigger the block, the service block will become. The lower I go with the camera, the smaller the block is, the smaller the space is to hit in. So now imagine the racket, the higher the racket goes up, now the bigger the block becomes. So obviously I can get it in the block more often, it won't go long. If the racket goes lower, now I have to start serving up, and it's going to start going long. All right, guys, let me give you one more tip. Lastly, guys, you have sorted out your grip, you have sorted out your contact point to get the ball into the block. And now a little bit more advanced, not too advanced, but a little bit more advanced is you need to start snapping your wrist, okay? You can have a nice high contact point, you can have a nice grip, but if you are just gonna serve slowly through the ball and block it, there's a good chance it might go long because it will look like this. So there's no acceleration, okay? You need to learn to accelerate through the ball like this, but just using your arm won't work. You need to be able to snap your wrist on top. High contact point, snap your wrist. It will come down more if you do that, okay? Let me show you 2 or 3 like that quickly. I'm bringing all 3 tips together. My grip is correct, my contact point is correct, and I'm snapping on top. There we go. Another thing I want you guys to recognize, if you're working on getting the ball into the block and you're trying to stay away from hitting it long, don't worry about missing a couple in the net because you're working on the right thing. So don't be too concerned about that. That, my friends, will help you just get the ball in the block and stop serving the ball out long. I'm going to post in the description another video. If you are on the opposite side of things and you're missing all your serves in the net, I've made a video to help you stay away from the net as well. See you guys next time. Subscribe, and thank you for your support.